folks. Thanks. For tuning in to the 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year. Now here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is. For this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Mitchell. It's Edwards on the wing. That was
care. So there. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run things. Living in ruins of the palace within my dreams. And you know we're on each other's team. We're on each other's team. And you know we're on each other's team.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Here we go. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year. Outside for Mitchell. Well, two of the best guards in the league. Going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's Gobert. Up again. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle. Still that time.
Jalen Brunson.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's McDaniels. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Saw a screen. Brunson with the bucket.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Outside McDaniels. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, for someone who is mostly an off guard, Edwards puts up great assist numbers.
Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
Offensive rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back over to you, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Ooh, clear look for Anunoby. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
The three from Mitchell. And it's New York with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Knicks trail by 6. Outside McBride. Pass to Sarr. Three-pointer. New York again can't hit. Left side Mitchell. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
A little mid-range shot is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Now here's Edwards. No points yet. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Edwards. Reed sets a screen.
In the first 2 minutes.
Sarr pulls it in. Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Anunoby. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
I just love the ball movement.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And it's good for 2. Mitchell's got 6.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And finished off by Sarr.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And New York has possession. Following the score by Minnesota. Sarr misses. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Mitchell. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 drives. To the middle. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break.
And it was Gobert who got that steal in the first place. What awareness from him on defense.
And here's Sarr. McDaniels with a steal. From deep, Mitchell. And so it's Minnesota going into the break up 12. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Brian, back over to you.
Staying humble. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Minnesota shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive team in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and beyond the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
Here's Shannon. After New York picked up the three with their last shot. Going inside.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And that one is hammered home.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Knicks trail by 15. Brunson with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. And it's Brunson missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
Here's Bull. And he lays it up and in. Bull's got his first bucket of the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Pass to Shannon. And stolen by Bridges. Now here's Brunson. DiVincenzo covering. Brunson looks it over. Bridges outside. New York again can't hit.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul. Dante DiVincenzo at the line. 2 shots.
That free throw no good from DiVincenzo.
What makes Dante DiVincenzo someone guys want to play with? His grit and his selflessness. He's a hard worker who is always putting the team ahead of himself.
Number 11.
Knicks trail by 18. McBride with it. Reed with the rebound.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Stan, you look at Naz Reed, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, B.A. And also, Reed is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Assisted by...
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Here's Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flows.
A playmaker on a totally different level. Paul can cut defenses to shreds with his play calls.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Well, McDaniels has really found a flow offensively, and he's just going to ride it as long as he can.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. There's a minute 40 left in the second period. Pass to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
There's the double team with Sarr. Bowl, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now here's Brunson. Stolen by Mitchell. It's Edwards with a drive. And finished off by Bull.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Pass to Sarr. Up top, Bridges. 5 to shoot. Here's Brunson. Bull grabs the board. Minnesota leading by 18. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Outside, Williams. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Stolen by Anunoby. Here we go. And finished off by Sarr.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
The Knicks, 21.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 16. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. Sarr misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Williams. The kick out to Edwards. 4 on the clock. He buries it from 3.
Three-point goal.
And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Sarr. Mitchell grabs a miss. Minnesota leading by 19. And stolen by Bridges. It's picked off. Edwards with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's Barrett. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me." Guys, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
23.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Minnesota with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Mitchell. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 10.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Here's Brunson. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. That one falls. He's got 6.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Poke loose. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Drains the triple.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Saw a screen. Pulls it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it. They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Inside, Anunoby. And miss after miss right now. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Down low. And finished off by Sarr.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And Edwards slams it in.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside for Mitchell. From the baseline. It's rebounded by McBride. Now the Knicks with it. Saw a screen. Out to Bridges. From outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Bridges has got 5 now.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
And the basket by Edwards.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. 11 points in the game.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
13 foul.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set. But what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first free throw is good.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity, and let me tell you, his intensity is always high.
Here's Sarr. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
That's miss number 5 on the night. 6 for 11 now. To the inside. The kick out to Paul. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Passing the ball with purpose. He's got a season high in his...
Minnesota, 65.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Minnesota with possession here. Left side, McDaniels. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
First team foul. Substitution on the...
Here's Sarr. Out to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Throws it up high. Can't finish the lob. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Here's Brunson. Blocked again. Williams in the post. Count that one. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And Shannon gets it to go.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he drained it.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Here's Bull with the teardrop. And Anunoby pulls it down. For 3, Bridges. They get it back. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
And the long arms of Sarr on full display. You got to keep this kid off the offensive glass.
71-41.
Out to the wing. Goes up from the top of the key. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
Timberwolves lead 71-43.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Minnesota again missing. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
Outside Brunson.
Mitchell.
Over Mitchell. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Williams from long range. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, they could feel that dunk all the way in France. Gobert with the huge dunk.
Here's Sarr. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, BA. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
Sarr misses. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Bridges outside. Let's go with a 3. Sinks the tray.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Edwards. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Edwards has got 6 in the quarter.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul of the game. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
Safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jaden McDaniels.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Anthony outside. Stolen by Bridges. It's Sarr with a drive. Solid defense from Bol. Outside McDaniels. From the high post. No good. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let any...
Blow my mind, baby, baby.